Hey friend, Dick Hardy here. I want to talk with you today about something all of us face, and that is how do we deal with things that come our way that maybe cause us to view life or ministry negatively? How do we respond to the people around us when that happens? Got a buddy of mine, I've known him for a number of years, pastors a great church, and he was involved in a fellowship of churches that, of course, had some sort of an organization about it, and you can call it a governance, but a leader in that organization, that fellowship of churches, asked him if he'd be willing to step up into the leadership of a group of pastors. And, he prayerfully considered and said, sure, I'll do that. It wasn't a major responsibility, but it was some responsibility. Well, as he got to the meeting where they were going to choose this new leader to succeed the guy who had talked to my friend, all of a sudden the guy who had talked to my friend changed his mind. He says, I want to stay here in this role. So now they have this election for this position, and my friend loses. So he's been asked to serve, he's willing to serve, and then when he puts his name up, the guy who asked him to serve turned and changed his mind and left my friend out holding the bag. I mean, we can all feel the pain, the embarrassment of that for my friend. The problem was, when he went back to his church, he basically was going with an attitude of chuck it. I mean, I don't need them at all. Now, for him personally to have to walk through that, most of us can feel it, that you're going to have to walk through some bitterness and the frustration of what that guy did to him. But this guy began to share that pain with his board, with his staff, and he was beginning to say to them, listen, we don't need that fellowship. We just don't need them. So we're going to isolate from them, and we're just going to do our own thing, and that's the way it is. And he did that for a number of years. Well, the problem was that bitterness of his began to float over to them and to the board, to the staff, to the point where ultimately when he left, that group of board and staff members, they had a very negative view toward the particular fellowship they were part of. I mean, my point is here with it, pain happens. And when bitterness comes your way, you've got to look it square in the eye and give it to the Lord. You may not be strong enough, probably won't be strong enough to deal with it on your own, but don't infect the people around you. There is no need to carry a pain to others when you really need to be giving it over to the Lord. Now, I can't tell you how long it's going to take to fix it. That's between you and the Lord. The point is, it is between you and the Lord. It's not between you and other groups around you. So I really encourage you, when tough things happen and something even justifiably causes pain and bitterness to well up, don't allow that to get root in your heart, and certainly don't spread it to others around you. So if you're looking at this at any place other than our website or thehardygroup.org, head on over there. We've got all sorts of resources, a lot of free resources for you. We'd love to have you partake in anything that's there for you. It's just been a privilege of mine to be able to talk with you today. I hope you, if it means something to you, great. If not, pass it on to somebody who might be helpful to them. In the meantime, have a great day and be blessed.